Hello everyone, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another Delinks video. I am continuing with the rerun that I'm trying to save. Yeah, I am still working on this. And now, I do want to be completely honest with all of you. I have no idea how this is going to go. I mean, I don't remember how these videos went, so context is dead. But apparently, I have this video titled, "The AI's moves are past my IQ level." Yeah, the AI is just so stupid, but maybe I just don't understand because my IQ is too low. Yeah, I don't know which duel this is about necessarily, but I appear to be going around destroying legendaries. So, I guess I'll just sit here and watch. And now, I've already heard that Miss Itachi's lines have been data mined. I'm not particularly a fan of this, but I have consulted a more adult about this problem. Yeah, imagine calling this a problem. Well, I do think that it's a problem on one hand because this might suggest that speed duels and rush duels are going to alternate schedules. And again, I do have a problem with this. I know that Konami is going to do anything it wants, regardless of whether or not I've got an issue with it. I know, and that's why I'm like, I'm talking into the void, leave me alone, please. Don't harass me. And yes, I do know what harassment looks like. I'm just sitting here thinking, wait a minute, what? You activated the moon! Okay, but it was destroyed. I destroyed the moon. Guys, I destroyed the moon. Well, we know we're not talking about this duel, don't we? Because I won it. I still don't know which duel I'm talking about, but it's probably the one in Brain's world. Why? Well, because that world is just, well, the duels take forever. Well, not so much anymore, but this video was recorded on my... Wait a minute. This is the rerun. Okay, I forgot for a second. My bad. I was confused because... let's ignore that. Anyway, I've got other problems to work through, and it's not just one. I've got a lot of them. Oh, the raid is complete. I apparently forgot to come back here to collect whatever. Okay, well, let's just assume I just didn't give a shit. I mean, the raid boss, I'll duel him a lot. Trust me. I've already dueled him a lot. I mean, to be fair. And now, I was in the therapy office yesterday. It was yesterday, right? I'm not forgetting. Yes, it was yesterday. Wait a minute. Hold on. And no, yesterday was Thursday, and my appointment was on Wednesday. Okay, my appointment was on Wednesday. Okay, well, let's move. Well, I was in the therapy's office, and I was emotionally distressed in there over things that have nothing to do with Miss Itachi or anything related to her. But I was just upset. And I was surprised that I didn't show any of that yesterday when I was covering rush duels. I was just like, wait, I'm sane! How can I be sane? Well, when I stopped recording, I started to feel some of those things again. So apparently this game is a good distraction from that insanity. And the stupidity of the world around me. I still think that this universe is actually designed in the most mediocre Wait a minute. I haven't eaten anything? Ugh. What was the point of getting food if I'm not going to bother eating it? Oh, God. Well, I can eat after recording this video. I mean, there is that. Dear Lord. Well, let's continue. I was emotionally distressed over a lot of things, but here's the problem. I have a lot of complaints. If the government could hear them and take them seriously, that would still require a lot of resources. How would they manage the resources to get me what I want? How would they do that? I don't know. And now I'm just like, shit. Fuck. It's the worst thing in the world to think about because now I'm just like, I'm having a freaking crisis over here. And I'm not safe. At all. I'm dead. Oh my god. And admittedly, this is probably a temporary issue. I'll probably get over it or find some way to avoid being this emotional over the issue. But I'm just like, even if I was taken seriously, even then, there's still the how. How would it be done? That's still the issue. Why? Oh, and let's not ignore the time it would take to actually put those plans into practice. And then let's take the time that I have left to potentially adapt to life as an adult. It's embarrassing that I haven't already done that, I know, but I mean, seriously. It's just, I'm in there in the therapy room, just breaking down the variables that are unpredictable and how I have no control over any of them. And my therapist is just like, you're focusing on this too much, basically. And I'm like, yeah, it's like my entire future could be in jeopardy. I'm just like, shit. I don't want to think about this, but I also can't stop. I'm like, I've got a problem. I feel like I want to deal with it, not just ignore it. I just, it's hard. It's very hard. Anyway, I was emotionally distressed in there. More emotionally distressed than she has ever seen me. I was visibly upset. I mean, you could tell that I was upset based on my voice. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna let it all out right here, right now. Although, to be fair, I still had plenty of emotional control in there. I mean, when I left the therapist's office, it's not like I was visibly upset outside of there. And I was worried that if I started recording, I would be super upset. So I didn't record anything after that appointment. Which was actually a good thing, if I recall correctly, though I can't remember why. And I think it has something to do with the porch being reconstructed and my room being near it. Though I'm not entirely sure if that was the reason that I decided it was a good idea, indeed, for me to not record. And now when I came home, I had to eat, so there was that. At least I was eating then, as opposed to forgetting I was going to do that before I started recording. But yeah, I'm just like, hello adult, you know, the person that is more adult than me, which is, the law doesn't really agree with that, but look, I mean, I'm just over here thinking, yeah, the law says I'm as much of an adult as any other adult in this house, sure, but I'm freaking out over stupid shit. And I'm just like, please, just tell me I'm overreacting. And if I'm overreacting, then that's fine. But every now and then, my imagination just gets carried away with everything, and I'm just like, shit. I get carried away sometimes, we know that's not a surprise. But it's still worrying to me. You know, I had a dream recently and Shark was in it, and I was freaking out. I'm not sure why, but to be fair, I guess he was just mad at me over what I was... Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I've got to make moves. I've got to make moves, and I need to drink water because I'm thirsty. You know, if I was truly as unhealthily obsessed as I claim, I'm going to be real with all of you. I don't think I'd ever have black keys. I need to do a mission that involves a character that uses black keys. I don't have any. Yeah, if I was really that obsessed, I would never have black keys. Just saying. So the fact I have black keys, that is interesting. Very interesting. If I was... seriously. Well, the only reason I have black keys is because I want to max out on them and then just dull you bill a bunch of times over and over until I'm out of black keys, and then I'm just told there is no way in hell you can actually do that because your wrist is already tired. Yes, I know, but I love grinding events. Seriously, I do. I mean, you might think I'm joking. But listen. How many parts did I have for Zone's event? Okay, now I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna think about what I almost said. Why? Why? I almost said Zork instead. Okay, you can't dual Zork. Well, I guess technically is Yummy Bakura Zork? I don't know if it counts. I wasn't there. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't watch those episodes. I just stopped watching. I mean, DM has a lot of episodes, in case anyone was wondering. Though, that doesn't really stop me from rewatching it. I mean, at least the dub. I don't know if the subbed version is anywhere, but if it is, I don't know if the subs are any good. Oh, hello, Yusei. I am still Yusei in this world. And I was like, wait, what? Oh, right. Yeah, I hadn't switched yet. You might wonder who I am in 5D's world right now. I'm Zone. I'm leveling up Zone because his win animation is awkward and I don't like it. So I'm leveling him up so I can stop seeing it. That is the only reason. And it's the dumbest reason you've ever heard, I know. But when I opened Links on my mobile app, I was also Yusei. I was like, but Yusei isn't the person I'm leveling up. Like, the cap hasn't been raised. And also Yusei doesn't have all his skills yet, somehow. But if you're the protagonist, you can wait on getting all your skills. Unless you're Jaden, in which case you can't, because well, I suppose Konami could give Jaden another skill anytime they want, but why would they do that? I feel like they've already given him plenty of skills. They don't need to do that again. Give Yuya some more skills. Give Yuga more skills. Which protagonist needs skills? I don't know. Yuka was just added, so I guess he technically needs more skills. I mean, honestly, rush duels in general just need I lost this. Is this the duel I was talking about where just the AI's moves are beyond me? Because I did lose this duel. I hate that I lost, but I did, and it's probably my fault. Friendship means... screw you. Friendship means everything! And I say, like, I've got friends that can help me out of this situation. Yeah, how many friends do I have that can help me get out of the situation I'm in right now? Why do you think I'm having an existential I don't know how to say existential. Whatever. I'm having a crisis. I'm just having some kind of crisis. Like, my entire existence, I'm having a crisis. I almost said a different name than Yuka, and I'm just like, yeah, so many U-names. But actually, you may be surprised when it comes to which one I was actually going to say. And I'm just like, this character needs more skills. Yeah. Let's talk about a person that actually. Let's talk about a character that's actually in the game, please. Oh my god. Okay, so am I going around stealing legend? Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm doing legendaries. And I'm probably going to switch decks soon. I'm not sure when. But I mean, I've been using the same deck on and off for a while. And the same archetype. And I really don't think switching to Astro would make anything better. So I don't know what I'm switching to after this. I might consider a deck for Shark, but I'm not sure yet. Obviously, it would be a non-deck. It would be a deck that's actually better than this. I'm talking about a deck that actually means something. I mean, against the raid boss, this deck was pretty good, but if I went into ranked with this, I'd get my ass kicked. By the way, I have confirmation that Luke is indeed everywhere in Rush Ranked. Oh god. He's everywhere in Ranked, and I'm just like, yeah. I'm not gonna make that better, am I? No, I'm not. But to be fair, I wouldn't win regardless of which character I'm playing as in Ranked. If I'm going to rush duel in Ranked, there is no way for me to win. I'm going to get mirror matches regardless because there's just not much there. And I have to deal with it. But I'm super hyped for next year. Apparently. I just like Udius more as a protagonist. I'm sorry, Yuga, but as wholesome as you are, I just prefer Udius. My bad for having preferences. I think it's in bad taste. I don't want to insult Yuga, but I'm just like... I've got preferences. All kinds of preferences. And I don't like my preferences to be an insult, but because I don't mean to insult anyone, just by having simple preferences. You know, it's kind of like how, at the end of the day, someone has to be at the bottom of the least favorites. Like, no matter how much you like someone, if they're at the bottom of the list, it's like, someone has to be. Someone has to be. It's like, it's not to be insulting, it's just like, someone has to be at the bottom of the list. At the end of the day, I'm going to need more friends. I'm going to need more friends, you know, here, physically, on Earth. Ideally, friends that I can see face to face. I'm not sure how I'm going to accomplish this. Am I going to be successful? I don't know. So far, I have not shown that I am willing to prioritize this. I have not displayed any evidence that I am willing to prioritize making any friends. If anything, I have proven the opposite. Why? Well, because I've got issues, that's why. I might fix some of them, but not all of them are mine to fix. I'm just going to say that. I cannot change how the country is managed, my bad. My one vote means nothing! Why? Well, because I'm critical of the two-party system in this country, and, well, my vote isn't going to change that this country is still basically one party or the other. There is no third party that can win. It's either one party or the other one, that's it. If I vote for someone else, that's basically a waste of a vote. You have to vote one party or the other, or my vote is basically wasted. I hate it, I hate it. I'm sure a lot of people hate it, but we're not doing anything about it. Come on, Americans, let's get together and change the system. I say like my word means something. Yeah, I know, I swear. I know, my word means jack shit. And that's part of the reason I've got issues. But let's move on. This video is almost finished. It's almost done. I must say that this video is definitely much better compared to the last one. Why? Well, because it looks less cursed. The visual presentation has been fixed. I can now safely say that I can record the rest in peace. Oh god. The last video was good, apart from the visual quality, and I'm just like, if I re-record this and just add the dialogue, then the dialogue at the end of the video makes less sense. I'm not going to re-record something because the dialogue was better in the last video, and I'm not going to re-record that. But I did change the visual presentation toward the end. And then I changed it again before recording this video. Because I've got some standards, although they aren't exactly where they should be. I'll work on that later, don't worry. And as for the end of this event, I'll get there. I'll get there. And I skipped the end of Valito's roaming dialogue as well, because I'm just like, I'm so upset I don't even have the energy to record this. Yes, well, I'll be fine. Probably. Alright, guys, that's going to wrap things up for this video. Before I wrap things up, I would just like to say that I'm sure I'll feel better later. I mean, this video was fine. I wasn't that emotional, was I? No, I'll be good to continue. Right after I eat something. I'll be right back, guys. I have to title this, and also I have to write a description for it. I'll be back later, and I will be back to confirm that I have eaten something. I am so hungry.